You're playing up, man.
I don't know how to get the stream now.
Hey, boy, everything live, boy.
So I don't know how to get the stream.
What stream?
The link. Go on, open the WhatsApp.
Wow, Dougie.
I don't know how to get it.
I'll catch everything again, boy. Take it off from there now.
I don't know how to record anything, man. On which mic? Yeah.
The one after the skip. One.
ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। अम्बे कुंबे कुरुक अम्बे कुरुकेला Ram Nam, Ram Nam, Ram Nam. It is Sakti Bhatani. Sitara Venkari. As I mentioned in the last occasion, Ram Nam Satyahi means that the name of Ram is the truth. That's the first truth we must come to terms with. And the second truth is that Yehi Sakti Bhatani, that we must one day all have to go to the Shamshan Ghat or end natural. There's no getting away from that. That is the other truth. Before we go into that, I want to just render this present. The soul is looking for Krishna. The Atma, the Jiva, is looking for Krishna. There is a natural inclination, a natural yearning for the Jiva to become one with the Atma. For the Jiva to find its way back to God. We all came from God. I'm Brahmasmi. But because of our attachment to the physical enjoyment of this world, we forget our origin and we lose our way. And the more we become attached to this world, the more we lose our way from God. The more we become attached to the enjoyment of this world, the more we forget our purpose for being here. And when I was here last year, I spoke about finding that purpose, understanding our purpose for our existence. So the soul always yearns to God. And in this version, the soul is asking, Bhagavan Krishna, tell me, O Bhagavan, tell me where can I find you? I'm looking all over this world and I cannot see you. I'm going to the forests, I'm going to the villages, I cannot see you. And I yearn so much just to bless my eyes with your form. I yearn so much just to hear the beautiful sound of your bansuri. The sound of Krishna's bansuri will be soothing to the soul. This feeling depicts this feeling that was expressed. हरि मन में लगनिया लगाई के होना मन में लगनिया लगाए के मुरली सुनाए रे गाना चुके गाना के होना मन में लगनिया लगाए मुरली सुनाए गाना चुके गाना मुझे गाना के मेरे गाना मेरे गाना किसको सुनावे किसको दिखावे दिल के संगला हमार हो दिल के संगला हमार हो दुनिया के साथ के जमाने काहे ये सारे ये सारे बल्कि दुनिया बुझाए दर्शती आए अब नहीं सोचती गोकुल के चंदा नटवर है चंदा काहे सुनो ना काहे सुनो ना I'm going to Gokul. I'm looking at the view like but yet I cannot see it. I cannot see I'm yearning just to see the form of your beauty. गोकुल के चंदा नटवर है चंदा काहे सुनो काहे सुनो हमको जिहार दिए तो सारे काहे द्वार काहे विद्या से हम काज देंगे यही आदत है वही किया दिखार अरे मुरली पचैया काके कन्हैया भक्तों की कृष्णा अरे मुरली पचैया मेरे बांसुरी वो गाना मेरे बांसुरी सुनाता है सुनाता है that. That I am not able to listen to my poem. Murali Pataya, Ape Padilla, Bhakti Krishna Murali, Bhakti Krishna Murali, Rasataya, Rasataya, Amre Krishna, Amre Krishna, The Bhakta always yearns for God. If you do not have that yearning for God, then you have yet to become a Bhakta. But a true Bhakta always has that yearning, that magnetism, that attraction towards listening to God, God's name, listening to the praises of God. Some of us, we think we are Bhakta when we do puja one day, 2 days for the year, put up 10 chandi, and we say, Mahabhakta, Mahabhakta. That doesn't make you Bhakta. That doesn't even make you Hindu. It only means that you practice one tenet of the Buddhism. But when you become a Bhakta, you will have that divine, unending yearning for God. Doesn't mean that you have to renounce the world, but you must feel that heart melting away from the minute you start to hear the praises. You must feel that attraction that you must want to turn up the volume a little more to listen to the bhajan. You must feel that attraction that you must want to sit and just think about God during the bhajan. You must feel that attraction that when you're working, you're doing your daily chores, your work, that you must want to sing with you. That's how you know you are on the way to becoming a bhakta, devotee. Once Naraji was traveling through the world, through the 3 worlds, and Naraji came across this farmer, and he observed this farmer for 1 day. The farmer got up early in the morning, did his work, took his bath. This is the recital. Hari Om. Went out to 3 fields, toiled the land, and when it was lunchtime, he sat to eat his food. Janana. Eat his food, continued to. Until very late in the evening, after sunset, coming home, take a bath. This is Sanya. Om Namo Narayana Namah. Just one mantra, sat, eat his food, not to sleep. And Narayan observed this farmer for 3 days. And then he went to bed until he met with Bhagavan Vishnu. He said, Bhagavan, I met a farmer. I saw a farmer for 3 days and he only recited your mantra 3 times each day. Bhagavan Vishnu, oh, yes, he's my most wonderful devotee. Huh? Wonderful devotee. Only 3 times a day he recites your name, Bhagavan. I recite your name all the time. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And you tell me he is wonderful devotee. Then what am I? Even a bhakta tends to get envious. People go to mandir, and unless you give them the credits for things, they will get envious. Sometimes they say, look, you see me, I do it so much. And they don't even call me name and say thank you, you see me. We go and we do things, all at first with good intentions. And then the ego steps in. And when ego steps in, and we don't care, we fall a little bit more, Is it? Big Foreign Festival, and perhaps you forget to mention AJ. AJ say, you see me? All this amount of years I didn't see her. And she said one thing about it. And she prays everybody else. You see me, I am waiting. Let's say something. AJ will be. So Narad, his own ego stepped in. Narad, who was the mind-born son of Brahma, who is supposed to be beyond ego, but even himself, that ego stepped in. So Bhagwan Vishnu told him, okay, do you think you're better than the farmer? Do you think that you're greater devotee than this farmer? No problem. I want to, if you want this. Farmer is doing so much different work. Seeing after animals, seeing after gardens, seeing after household duties, seeing after everything. And he at least calls my name 3 times a day. I'm giving you one job. One job. He said, no problem, I can do anything. Again, ego. Our ego steps in from the moment we start to compare our abilities with other people's abilities. And we are all guilty of this sometimes. All of us. And when I mean all of us, I mean all of us. We are all guilty of this sometimes when we think that we are better than somebody else. When we think we can compare our ability with somebody else. So Narad said, no problem, I can do anything. Okay, Narad, take this kamandal, put it on top of your head. I'm going to fill this kamandal with water. Tip top. And I want you to make one trip around the universe, as you normally do. One trip around the universe. But ensure that not one drop of water falls from this kamandal. And ensure that this kamandal never comes from on top of your head. It never moves from. That's it, no problem. Simple. Narad started to try. But Narad became conscious of the kamandal filled with water on his head, more conscious of that kamandal more than his traveling. In other words, he was traveling his journey, but his mind was concentrated on not allowing one drop of water to fall from his kamandal. Sometimes it happens with us. We do everything, same thing every day, same thing every day. And the minute we have to add another chore to that, we tend to lose track of what we are doing. Isn't it true? And we tend to lose focus. Narad made a trip. When he came back by Bhagwan, Bhagwan said, did you spill any water? No, Bhagwan. Did you remove the kamandal from your head? No, Bhagwan. Did you call my name? Narad stayed. Then he started to speak. He said, Bhagwan, I was concentrating on this water and this kamandal so much that I forgot to call your name. Please forgive me. And Bhagwan started to smile. He said, you see the point I was making? This farmer is doing all his chores, and yet he remembers to call my name at least 3 times a day. You just had one chore to do, and you could not remember my name even once. Not once. Sometimes we get so tied up in the fanciness of the world. We get so tied up in the Maya, the illusion of this world, that we forget God. We forget to call God. We forget to think about God. And sometimes we forget only until the time when we get a problem, until the time when we get a challenge, until the time when we fall or we stumble. We may not fall, we may just stumble. Then You know Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, first president of India after the India got independence from England and the British. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was given the title Pandit because he was a scientist. He was not a Pandit, as we call Pandits in Trinidad. You Purit, the ritualist, right? In Trinidad, everybody is Pandit. You wear a dhoti, mala, chandan, and kurta, you Pandit. How come like a uniform? You know? And we could recite 5 mantras. Yeah, Mahapandit. But the term Pandit refers to someone who is highly educated. It is the equivalent to having a doctorate, a professor. In the university, they give you a doctorate in this or doctorate in that. So, and then they call it doctor, but not everybody who is a doctor is a medical doctor. Doctor refers to the title of your level of education. Right? So we have doctor and we have doctor. Doctor as a medical doctor and doctor as in education. Right? Try putting Dr. Suraj Ratan Ramachan in the hospital and tell him to take care of a patient. He might end up the patient instead. So you need a medical doctor. But he's also a doctor. So this is what Pandit refers to. So Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was a scientist by his discipline, by his knowledge. And being a scientist, he was an atheist. He did not believe in the existence of God. He always believed that there was a scientific reason for everything else. There is always a scientific theory for everything else. Right? Kapil Muni spoke about the law of karma. Right? But we didn't talk about, karma didn't have no relevance in the Western world until somebody talked about Newton's law. You know what is Newton's law? Newton's law? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That is karma. But they call it Newton's law. And how Isaac Newton found that law? He talked after one day, he said, you have to come here. Newton's law. For every action, there's equal and opposite reaction. After one, you come back to opposite. When you come back to the same force that you go. The law of gravity. You understand? So one day, Pandit Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi was walking on the presidential side together. And Pandit Nehru fell, but he stumbled on the step. And to regain his balance, he put his hand on top of the shoulder of Mahatma Gandhi. And reflex, if you stumble, the first thing you're going to do, reflex, you're going to reach out for something to regain your balance, isn't it? Wouldn't you know that? So he held out to Mahatma Gandhi's shoulder. And in the same reflex action, he said, oh my God. Mahatma Gandhi looked at him and he said, you scientist, atheist, why you call out to God? He smiled. He said, now you realize God is inside of you. That's why you call out to God. God is here, and everywhere. Consciously, we may deny God's existence, but our subconscious always is attached to the God. So without thinking, Pandit Nehru followed, oh my God. So the existence of God is always there. It is us who forget God. We think that God forgets us, but we are the ones who do forget Him. God don't suffer from amnesia, we do. So we forget God from time to time. But when you know that you're in the road of your bhakta, you will always remember God. Always. So we're going into Katha, but let us just do one pratha to Krishna as we pray for the departed soul. We ask Bhagavan to restore His divine mercy upon the jiva, the atma of this mother of the womb. He Govinda, He Gopal, He Govinda, He Gopal, He Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kaksachanurnamadam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangoolam Dhayate Yakripatamaham Vande Paramanandam और के दुख हरो है तुमने हमारे दुख हरो हमारे ओ भगवानी कृष्ण भगवानी ओ भगवानी कृष्ण भगवानी Om Anadhani Dhanu Devam Shankachakradhara Akshay Kundari Tapa Prakshamoksha Prado Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Holy Sri Vrindavan Bihar Lal ki jai. Let's go back to Saraswati. There are some people say that we should not be singing certain types of bhajans when someone dies. It's true, there are some things that is appropriate, some things that are not appropriate for certain occasions. But Saraswati Maya is present in every occasion. She is the sound energy. And for me to give you katha, I must have sound. So she's always present. Mother Saraswati, she sits on the base of the tongue and she creates the ability for us to make sound. This voice. She is the one who creates the sound. That's what the veena symbolizes. The veena doesn't symbolize any music, but it symbolizes sound. So you must praise Saraswati every time. So my guitar tonight is one that is very familiar to many of you. Very famous guitar. For me, it's my favorite guitar. And although every part of our mind has meaning, has relevance and everything, but the Shivani guitar, it's like it was super simple. Somebody was born in a tribe of forest dwellers. Was born. His father was the leader of this tribe. She was then therefore named after the tribe, the Shovels, by the name of Shabari. Shabari grew up into a very nice, pious, wonderful individual. But when she became adolescent, Pikachi felt it was time for her to get married. Long ago, girl children would go to get married from the time they get into the adolescent age. Very early. Adolescent age is when girl children now begin to experience the start of womanhood cycles and these things. And there was a reason for this. There's a reason why in our scriptures we were told that we should marry our children very early, our girl children especially. Because you see, there's a part in the wedding ceremony that we call commonly the Kanya. Kanya means virgin, that means to be. So the father and the mother will give the daughter's hand in marriage while she is still virgin. That's the literal meaning of the procedure, the ritual. And the truest sense of Kanya refers to a girl child that has not yet started their cycle. Right? And that is why Hindu Sanatana Siddhis long ago married the children, the girl children, at such an early age, in order to ensure that Kanyadana is achieved. Why is this so important? Today we hear a lot of arguments about equal opportunity and gender balance and gender rights and women's equal rights and all of these things. So much so that today the argument is there that people are putting forward that girls should perform the rights of their parents when they die and this is installed, but they should also have that right And they make it all an argument about rights. Not right as in right and wrong, rights as in money. It should be my opportunity. It should be my. I should have the same rights as the boys. In the Quran, it explicitly states who should perform the ablution. And I want to tell you, on the creation I consider him as a brother of mine. Nobody considers me the same. And I very outspoken when it comes to other things. I don't strive for popularity because popularity didn't get me to where I am here today. You know? So it doesn't matter to me to be popular. And I don't care to be liked. So long as my family like me, I want all the people in the audience. You know? The Quran explicitly states the classes of people, the individuals who should perform the additional rights of someone. First, it says, when a father dies or mother dies, first person must be the son, Putra. And there's a reason why we call the son Putra. Put means hell, Putra means that one who will remove you from hell. That's the literal meaning of the word Putra. So the son is Putra. So when the son performs the sanskar, and he shaves his head and performs the sanskar, from the funeral rites straight on to the daskar and the mandara, the 15 days. In the age of Kaljug, we can do 12 days. And it doesn't mean that only Brahmins could do 12 days. It could be done 12 days for everybody. Right? And I don't know why people like to make this distinction as if somebody is more special than the other. So, like I tell you, I don't care to be they talk bad on us. So the Putra, the son, and in no way is it stated that you must have 5 sons to perform your rites. Putra. Putra means what? How many? 1 son. So it became tradition over time because somebody started to give you 5 puchara to go around. They say you must have 5 people. But if you have 1 son, where there is not a son, then a nephew. Brother tribe, whether son of somebody, nephew. Where there is not a son, a brother. Where there is not a brother, a cousin. Where there is not a cousin, a neighbor. Where there is not a neighbor, a friend. Where there is not a friend, the guru, the pandit, the purohit of the home. Where there is not a guru, a stranger who is willing to accede and accept responsibility for performance of such rituals. But in all cases, it refers to male gender. Right? In all cases, it refers to male gender. So the question will be asked, so then what happened? The daughter have no rights? The daughter have no say in this thing? The daughter can't help the parents when they die? Yes, the daughter helps the parents when they die. The blessing of Kanyadan gives upliftment to 7 generations of both mother side and father side, just by allowing your parents to give you away Kanyadan. Just the blessing of the Kanyadan. Kanyadan Mahadan. There is no greater blessing, no greater dan, no greater gift that can be given by a father like Kanya. Jiniki Hirade Shri Ram Vase Aur Punam Aliyo Naliyo Jin Hirade Shri Ram. The greatest tirth is at the feet of one's parents. And the greatest dam is Kanya. So by allowing, and this is for the daughters of people, and for you to pass it on to the women folk and younger girls, it is imperative that a girl must keep chastity, honor intact until the day she gets married. It is a serious consequential sin for a pandit and a parent to give kanyadan in a wedding when the girl is not prepared. When my Guruji used to always tell me, say, that's why I don't do kanyadan in the body. You say, because me putting my head on the block on the body. Because when you recite the Sankalpa as the pandit, you taking that too. You making that declaration. How can you declare something that is not true? You perjuring yourself. And in the court of Yam, that is a serious indictment on you. So the young lady who allows her parents to give her hand in marriage as a kanya, she brings upliftment to her pitras for 7 generations on either side, mother and father side, simply by doing it. So if you think that you cannot uplift your parents because you didn't get to do the funeral rites, think again. The mere fact that you allow them to marry you off as a kanya, you would have already lifted them, giving them that high status. And you know when they bring upliftment to the parents of your husband's side family, when you bring forth a son. Because when you bring forth a son, you are blessed by the pitras of that family, of that kul, to bring a son so that the kul can continue. The lineage continues to be son. You all understand this? So the son continues the lineage because he continues to carry the name of the family, continues to carry the bloodline of the family. The girl does not carry the bloodline of the family because she gets married into a different pool and she starts a family in that pool. So her obligation, I always tell people, your daughters are on loan to you. Sounds kind of strange, right? Your daughters are on loan to you. They only get gotra or lineage the day they get married. Correct, Baba? They only get gotra or lineage the day they get married. Until then, that girl child is on loan to you. You only have her for a period of time. And your duty is to give her all the sanskar, all the good habits, all the good teachings, so that you can prepare her to take that life, the life of a life. Pakistan के किसी राष्ट्र का the life of a life. And you ladies can attest that that is not a very easy life. It's a very trying life, isn't it? You have not done nothing. It is a trying life. That's why she gets all the blessings. She gets reported blessing and husband will get reported in her marriage. Because the sacrifice she has to make that marriage work and to make that marriage stay together is far more than the husband thinks. Am I right? That's it. Don't say it Lord. Right? So, back to the Katha, Shrimati had not reached adolescent age, and her father decided to get a new father. It is the responsibility of the Pitaji to ensure that the Dulahin, the Beti, the daughter, goes into a good home. It is the responsibility that you give that child the chance to be married into a good family. You are the custodian. God has made you the parent, the custodian of that child. And what the custodian, they have to take care. You have to ensure that everything is done right. That's your duty. But today, in modern times, Itaji only gets to know about the boyfriend and the girlfriend not to bring about it. This is good boyfriend. This is good. Yes? Is that true? Sometimes they get married to an evening. So it's different now. But it is the duty of the Itachi, the duty of the father to ensure that the boy who is getting married to his daughter comes from a good root, a good pull, to ensure that he has good sanskar. Because you would not want your daughter to go into a home where she is going to have problems. And I saw this, wonderful, wonderful piece of life that was yet to husbands. Be careful. Treat your wives, always remembering that they are someone else's daughter. Because one day your daughter will be given that treatment. What goes around, one day will come around. So when we think that we could behave bad for the lady home, one day, remember you have a daughter, you don't want that to happen. Right? But what goes around? So be careful, the seeds you sow, that you shall reap. And you might be wicked. You cannot plant the mango tree. And then fellas looking at him, they say, man, in the old age, you were dead just now when you planted a mango tree, when you go reap them. You go come back from your look and get mango. He say, you fool, I'm planting the mango tree for all the young fellas to reap it. You think I'm waiting for that? I go there and go. So sometimes what we plant, we may not reap it. Our children and grandchildren. So be careful the seeds you sow. Be careful. I think you ever observe that? Sometimes you're living your life good. You're trying your best, you're doing everything right, but you still have problems. And you ever ask yourself, why? I'm doing everything according to my sanskar, my good teachings, and yet I have problems. Why? Why God? Why this? Why that? Sometimes we are experiencing the benefits or the increments of the karmas of our forefathers. The things that they did affected us now. And the things that this fellow developing for us in these days, generations from now God pay all of debts. He go there and go. And you still be the blackest man in Trinidad. They call me name it or they call you what talking about. So the wedding was planned. You must choose it. Wedding was planned. Everything was on the way. She very was excited. She was going to get married. She was going to make her father proud. But then she already observed something. At the back of the house, there was a lot of animals being gathered. And she questioned, why are all those animals being kept? There was a tradition in that pool, in that family, where they made sacrifice of these animals for the pool deity, the family deity. That they had a belief that sacrificing these animals will bring forth success in the marriage. Now, every family have different traditions. Every family. Especially if you come from different parts of the country or sometimes different parts of the world, you will find that each family will have something different. Even in the Hindu society, in the Hindu community, there are different kinds of traditions that differ with different sects of Hindus. Right? Sanatanas Hindu will perform Devta Devi Puja, Arya Samajis, he will perform Homa. Followers of Bhagavan such as Sai Baba might need to perform a puja for the whole life, but they believe in satsang. Kirtan. Some Hindus will listen to Quranic texts like Ramayana, and they will go with the teachings of that throughout their life. And then some Hindus will denounce Quranic texts and they say we only study Vedanta, Veda, Gita, only Gita. Anything we're talking about, they will read Gita. They will not say, okay, we will read some other scripture. So different people, different views, different traditions, different culture, different. And if we go to background, my Acha was Gael, my Nana was Ahir. So I have a little piece of Gael and Ahir tradition. So I learned how to dance Nagara, how to sing Virana. Little traditions that came from through generation. So Shivani felt that when she heard about this sacrifice, she felt this was wrong. The life of these animals, these innocent animals, would never bring happiness to her if they are sacrificed. And she went to Apitaji and she told him about this. And then he said, in no uncertain terms, Shivani, this is our rule, this is our tradition, this has to be done, no questions. We do this. There's sometimes we do a lot of things in tradition and it doesn't really make sense. And when we research, there's no scriptural injunctions that tell us we have to do this. But because it has been handed down, we continue. Blindly, we continue. I'll give you some examples quickly. Many of the ladies here, I'm sure you have gone to a Nadi. Yeah, Matthew. Any of you ladies ever gone to a Matthew? What? You all went to Matthew anyway? Okay. Mati means the earth. Pur comes from Purva. Purva means to dig. That's why you really go. Right? So the tradition, the Matipur is actually the tradition, the ritual of taking the earth, of digging the earth to come and install the earth as Pratima in the Vedi. So that's what the ritual is about. So the mother of the groom or the bride goes with 5 of her friends and they sit and they pray to Mother Earth and they give simple puja to Mother Earth, seeking a blessing to come and happen the baby so that take a little piece of the earth. That is the whole tradition. That's whole ritual is about that. And the mother of the groom or the bride will take a little bit of sindoor and take it out. And then she will touch some of that sindoor on her man. Right? But there's a tradition that started that someone now will take that sindoor and pass to all the married ladies who present there. And this is sindoor on their man. Right? There is no scriptural injunction that says that you have to do it. That became a tradition. But I want to let us analyze now the practicality of it. I'm sure those of you who are married can remember the days of marriage, right? Yes? Anybody forget what you did when you got married? I know the men let's forget because some of them that is still but the ladies do we drink it. So one thing that guys want to have better right? On the day you got married, you did simply yes, of the oil. Right? But man comes from mango, not the fruit mango. Eh? Mango means promise. Mango means promise. Man. So when Dulaha places the sindoor on the man, he is making a promise to the Dulahi. That as I place this sindoor, I promise to fulfill every legitimate desire that people have for me. That's what the sindoor is. So the Dulaha is actually making promise. All of us remember putting this in? Anybody? All of us? Any married men here? Well, I don't probably deny all the married from the deny. So when all the going back, we ain't going to be cow. All you remember putting this in? Eh? How much all is after that promise? If I go to ask the ladies, they might say, nah, Baba. This is not a game. This is not child's play. This is not only house to play. This is serious business when you get married. So you make a promise. But when you put that sindoor on the Dolehin head, what is the one thing you remember they doing before you put that sindoor? Anybody? Before you put the sindoor on the man, what is the first thing, what is the one thing somebody did with a sheet? A covering. They cover you. And they cover you? It's only in the Indian movies you see them doing this thing without covering anything. You could have a movie. And if you study to go see TV and watch movie study, you only start doing the wrong thing. So they cover you to put the sindoor on the man. And why they cover you? Because it is a sacred thing. That's a sacred ritual between the husband and the wife. And that should not be seen by anybody. That part of the ritual is actually the start of your bedroom life. But the pandit can't go in your bedroom to recite the mantra. So you just do it by the baby on the covering. Because it's a sacred thing. So if it is so sacred that when your husband put the sindoor on your man, they have to cover you. How come you could allow somebody else to put sindoor on that same spot? You all understand what I'm saying? Because the only person who should be allowed to put sindoor other than yourself on your man is your husband, nobody else. Because that's a secret thing. The Quran wanted to do that. So the tradition of somebody passing through the crowd and putting sindoor left, right, and center, that's wrong. You should not allow nobody to touch your hand. If you want, they can put a ticket. But never allow anybody except your husband to touch that secret spot. You understand? Stay with this again. Husband there, wife living. Somebody come and tell you, oh, the man have to take all this in you. There you go. Man have to take all this in you. So when the body comes, they carry body inside and they take a sheet and they cover the Dulaha in the box. But these days we assign Dulaha because all them dead man is dressing like Dulaha. And all them dead lady is dressing like Dulaha. So I don't know who they get married. I honestly don't. We decorating the host too now, like a wedding card. You can't tell the difference between a wedding and a funeral now because it's one carrying the box. Again, we watching the movie. When your husband dies, you simply have to stop wearing sindoor and for sentimental purpose, put the katura in the box and leave. No dead man can remove something in there. Dead. A dead man could never remove sindoor from your head. Understand? God forbid. Me and them, nobody put no dead man here on my head. That body started to decay from the time the soul leaves the body. The body started rot, and the human body that's rot the quickest. That's why we're supposed to get rid of the human body as quick as possible. That's why when you keep in a funeral and you're keeping it too long, people start to get sick because the negative vibration that comes from a human body when it decays is dangerous, it's toxic. That's why you get sick. And that human body rotting, you put a rotting hand on your head to move what? Sindoor? There is no scriptural instruction saying that you have to do it. But we go in with tradition. Man living, nobody will come in to see man. The minute he's there, everybody wants to line up to do it. Waving of the light around the body is for the contract of 45 elements. Nothing more. That's not arity. That is just to give farewell to the contract of life. You cannot perform arity for a dead body, but a dead body cannot give you peace. A dead body, rotting. What lesson you go to that body? You understand? Man, happen man, fallen mother, sometimes the person dead, younger than you two, and you come into practice and you make some special blessing. The day a dead man raise his hand and say, Ayushman Bhava, you see how much people would stay very. Back in 1986, I went to a funeral in Uttar Pradesh. Relative of mine, my mom. It was a PTSD bus ride. And we went to work. And very same morning, sat behind the steering ready to start the bus. Russia wind was died in front of the bus. So the day for the funeral, we went. I don't know if you remember Pandit from Kathmandu. He came to do the funeral. He was the Pandit of the room. famous in Tahiti. And I was there. But you know the road from Chabonas to Tahiti. The bad. Then you pass through Vancouver and Mamora and things. You get bad. Not good at all. It had more hole than road. So the horse have to travel from Chabonas to Tahiti. Badly. And how they used to prepare the body long time. It's not like now. That time they didn't have crazy growth. Right? So while several rights, whatever they stuck my mamu's eye with, the eyelids, they never know because the body did first thing. If it had 3 people by the box after that, I have to look for bandage. Here was one side. No, that's not someone falling down, but it actually happened. So imagine if that had the ways and some blessings. So we do a lot of traditional things that we hand down from generation to generation, but without actually verifying the authenticity of such traditions. We continue to do it. And when we think about the practicality, one planet asks him, why do you tell people not to ignore it? You see, why more people want to come here? Because that's the majority rule. Everybody has some rule. We let it be. Makes sense? A little bit different. I went to one funeral. The lady asked me what to do when he was not going to come. I said, she what to do. An old lady, now lady, she said, she called the lady. She said, come, you see him? Who you are? Come, I will show you what to do. And when the body comes, the lady take the lady, and he was one body carry inside. He make massage with the liver. When they come outside of the body, I call the lady and say, that's come. And she did microphone. I said, look at you on the street. She said, wait a minute. So you know not you know. Sometimes in a funeral and I'm getting a hammer funded and funded. And I think, Shiveri decided, I don't want no rituals like this now. I will not run away from here because if you are not doing you can't have a wedding. If you can't have a wedding, they can't get another anything. So she ran away. And she went deep into the forest. And she found the kutia, the ashram of Matan Rishi. No one ventured into that area to look for her because they knew in the ashrams of the rishis, they would never allow women to reside because the ashrams of the rishis were only for the brahmacharis, for male students, the shishyas. Women were not allowed there. And it is from our Sanatan Dharma that the education system started this in the modern day, where they had all girls' school and all boys' school. So that girls will not be attracted to boys while they're supposed to be attracted to their books, and vice versa. Today, they intermingle, and before they get CXC results, they already have boyfriend and girlfriend. Isn't that true? And that is the downfall of the education system. Very few young people today will maintain discipline and stay straight upon the path of education. But because this intermingling takes place, it is difficult. Distraction naturally comes. She went to Matang Rishi and she explained to Matang Rishi why she had left her home. Matang Rishi, in his mercy, allowed her to stay in an annex in a separate kitchen on now one condition: she should never be seen by anybody. So she had to stay incognito, in secret. And when everybody retired in the night, she would come out and she would clean the place and she would get fresh water and she would make the place nice and accommodated. And then she will retire to her quarters for the entire day again, making sure that she is not seen. And only Madame Rishi knew that she really was doing this. Everybody else used to think that some other student, some other Shishya did all the honors. But they never suspected. And many years had gone by this way until Madame Rishi was near his final days on the earth in the mortal sense, in the mortal life. And he called Shivadi to his side and he asked Shivadi, what mood would you have served me? And Shivadi, she prepared Shivadi, you have become my teacher to me, you have become my parent to me, you have clothed me when I didn't have, you have given me a place to stay, you have given me a roof, you have given me knowledge, because every time he's talking about Sri Ram, he's talking about God, she would listen, she would learn. She said, I want nothing. You have given me everything. And then he blessed her and he said, Shivadi, my blessing to you, my badan to you, is that God himself, Bhagavan Sri Ram himself is going to come one day and he will give you Shanti. Immediately she started to believe in the word of her Guru. If your Guru come to your home today and tell you that God is going to come in your home in a physical form, would you believe? Would you start to prepare your home and make your home into a mandir? To prepare? Eh? If that was only so, today when Guruji talk to us, we just turn on the next day. They say, what are you talking? Because we don't recognize the Guru as God. We recognize the Guru as the partner. Yeah? We recognize the Guru. We recognize our Gurus like a normal human being. Right? And if he says something that you don't dislike, you're ready to back talking with everybody else. We recognize our Guru just like a normal human being. We could call him by name, we can't say Guruji anymore. And what's yet if he's a little younger than you? He's a little boy in front of me, I would call this one. But in the Guru Sultan, there's a beautiful mantra. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruvena. Dhyanamalam Guru Murte, Pujamulam Guru Padam, Mantramulam Guru Bhaktya, Shamulam Guru Vipan. Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Mahesh. Guru is God personified on the earth. If you cannot recognize the Guru as that, then we say Dhyana Malam Guru Murti. Meditate upon the form of the Guru. Puja Mulam Guru Padam. Worship the feet of the Guru. Mantra Mulam Guru Bhakyam. That the words that emanate from his lips is like a mantra. Moksha Mulam Guru Kripa. Only by his mercy will you get moksha. If you listen to your Guru and if you follow the tenets and the teachings and the sanskars of your Guru, then you will surely find God. Because that's his duty is to enlighten you and to help you to locate that bearing, that direction to find God. The Guru is like the fella whom AJ, you ever get lost? You know this country well good? Well good. Any of you who are drivers ever get lost? Huh? Okay, still not picking on you, but no, I'm really trying to just bring a point, but you should put up here. The guru is like the fellow who you will stop on the side of the road. You're driving, right? You have the wherewithal to reach where you go. But you're lost. You don't know how to reach the destination that you go. So you see a fellow on the side of the road, and you stop and you ask him to direct you to reach the destination. And he gives you all the direction you need to get to find where you go. Good? You have the car. You have the wherewithal to reach. He walking on the road. He can't reach where you're going. You understand? He might only be going right there in the village, where you're going further. But he knows the direction. And without his direction, you can't find where you're going. That is the guru. The guru may not reach God, but he can lead you to God. You understand? That is the ability of the guru. The guru is the one who will give you direction to find your way. Don't compare your life with the guru. Don't think that because the guru don't have what you have, he less than you. The guru might be a poor Brahmin, a poor fella. You understand? But his direction will lead you to God. He may not be able to reach to God at the same time. He might have to do a little more time. You understand? And if we have respect for Guru, as Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devu Maheshwara, then everything will be right. All success will come our way. Surely believed in the Guru. From the day she heard these words from Matan Rishi, she began to prepare. Have the place prepared. She transformed the picture into a mango. Such was her devotion. And every morning she would get up and have fresh flowers, fresh fruits, everything. And all the Brahmins and all the sages and saints who lived in the forest around her, different ashrams, would look at her and say, hey, you are Pagali. You know, Pagali, Pagal, from Pagal. Pagal means mad. He say, you are mad lady. You are an outcast, you are tribal. You from a no, as we were saying, Trinidad, a low nation. Eh? You think Sri Ram go past, we the Brahmins, we doing Havan and Puja and Jagya every day. You think Sri Ram go past, we and come by you have to really be. And in today's world, we do that. We think that we're better than people because we don't have Monday. We think that we're better than people because we don't Puja every month. We think that we're doing better, that we're better than people because we read all the Ramayana and sing all the bhajan and tell them music. And we think that we're better than people because we don't drink to the bar and we don't go to party with a day Monday. I'm talking like a Trinidad because I'm Trinidad. You expect me to talk like an American. I get tired of talking American English. With that, text something. This thing not autocorrect, right? There's one is a smartphone, but there's a stupid something. Text that something, some instruction, and the thing translated to American English. And when the fellow get it, he call you back, he say, because when I check back, the phone change up the language altogether. Yeah. And if one time I feel like I'm feeling it, therefore I have to learn this one. So, we are like that. So there's something called spiritual ego. You know, When we think that we are better than people because of our spiritual work and religious work and discipline, we think we are better than people, and all of us are guilty of this at some point in time. All of us are guilty of feeling that we're better than some people. That's why we just pass the vagrant on the road. Because we feel we're in a different class. That's why some of you that like to watch what's for reserved seats. The one thing is in my life, in no occasion do I ever have a seat mark reserved. Because nobody is more important than nobody. You see, when you go to a Monday, you leave your ego outside the Monday. Don't ever go thinking that you're special in front of anybody. Because the only person special is the multi. The dictators and babies. You all agree? Am I talking sense? I will continue since you say I'm talking sense. So, that's very sad talking nonsense. I don't know what time you like what. So we think like this, and we think about this spiritual ego. Now, Shivari is showing us how to handle people who have such ego. And you know what she did? She never replied them. She never once answered anything that they had to say. She would continue doing what she had to do. And the only thing will be coming out of her mouth. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram. That is all. Nothing more. She never once tried to prove that she knows something more than they accuse her of. And that is something that we need to learn. How to remain humble. How to remain simple. How to remain you in adverse circumstances. Circumstances where people criticize you, condemn you for everything. You just listen. That's a difficult thing to do. Especially for a fellow like a support like me. Very difficult to be with someone. My wife is disappeared when I do that. Literally. I shop taxi to be scared about me. My wife, she just bring me with my motor system. So she stayed very silent, and all she would do is prepare. 1 year passed, still preparing. 2 years passed, still preparing. Don't you do that? 10 years passed, still. 1,000 years passed. Find that unrealistic. But I'll tell you something. Sri Ram walked the face of this earth for 24,000 years. And Ram Katha took place in Treta Yuga, which was 2,400,000 years ago. And long ago, in those ages, man used to live long. And their bodies used to be big, huge. Not small like we become like we if Vaman Devta, who was the dwarf, stand up in front of me to look like that. We worse than dwarf. We are dwarf from a dwarf. Our height. And you see as the generations going on, how shorter they get it, how smaller they get it. Yeah? Except AJ. But look at it. You know there's something we used to marvel in school. When you go to school and you see the new set of students coming and you used to be laughing at how small and tiny they are. Remember that? And man is depleting in a lot of aspects in physical strength, in physical awareness, in mental awareness, in everything. Our strengths are depleting as the ages go by, as the generations come, because this is the effect of the Kali. Right? So Shivani stayed for 1,000 years preparing. She got old. She lost all her physical beauty. She got old, all her hair fell off. She lost all her teeth. She lost all her beauty physically. She got wrinkled. Her back became hunched because she no longer had the strength to sit upright, to stand upright. She started to use her stick to walk. All of these things. What we would call natural old age. But still she was preparing. He never lost it. Today you do puja, and tomorrow you expect the result. And when you get a result, Manda Baba like he and we start to change Baba like Baba, Guruka style. We change Baba like clothes. Every year different Baba. And when we get fed up with the Baba, we go for Baba Black Sheep. And when we find that he is helping me leader, we go and find this color, that color, next color. We stop going normal Monday, we go and find this color who manifesting thing and things. You know? Like people find the answer and manifest it. And when that happens, we ready to jump from religion to religion. And like I tell you the last year, like it took me real practice. She really didn't fall into that category. She left the words of Matan Rishi gave her. She kept that as a mantra. She kept that with faith. She did everything to ensure that she was prepared for this coming of Prabhu Shiva. Without question. Today the Guru tell you something, and the day he tell you something a little harsh, you get with him more than he gets with you. And you're ready to change. It happens. It happens. So Shivani very old. But the day came, eventually, when Shriram would come. And Tulsirasi describes what she saw in this chopai. I just read into chopai for you. What she saw and what Shriram did. Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Karasi Jalotan, Purishwala, Jata Putri, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Sham Gaur Sundar Dobhai, Sham Gaur Sundar Dobhai, Jivani Pari Shri Ram Jai wonderful sight. Sarasi Jalo Chakabahu Vishala Jata Mukutu. Tusirasi is explaining what Shiva is. Shiva is looking down to the pathway and she sees two young men, muscular, most handsome boys. One was dark in complexion, charm, brown, and similarity eye, and one was fair in complexion. Both of them had matted locks of hair, Jata and put the silk decorated with the flowers from the forest. Most beautiful, beautiful malas, adorning the dress. Shivering, when she looked, the eyes were shining and full. And she immediately realized it was none other than Sri Rama Lakshmi. She went, of course, slowly because she was walking back, still, and she fell on the feet of Sri Rama. And she held his feet like a lapata. And she started. There are two times we cry in our lives, when we are extremely happy and when we are extremely sad. And then we have some people who describe when they see people playing grass in Independence Square. That's a different kind of cry. I don't know what you call that. I'm saying, tell the whole country, boy, I share that team when I see them for that. We don't need a super section. We have enough love for 41 of them. I just waited to catch them in a subside. Any one of them to get it right. Any one of the 41 of them. Most disgraceful bunch of people they have in the country. They are doing nothing to the people. And I tell one pundit friend of mine, if the pundits in this country cannot talk to the people, then nobody will talk to them. If the pundits want to hide behind their dhoti and their kurta and they suck up to all these politicians just to get a little favor, they will continue. But they don't reach them. People think that pundits in this country are weak people. And the only time we do this when we recite a mantra. But the pundits in this country have to stand up in defense of the people. Nobody else. So they continue to hide behind the courtesies. So, Shivari, she felt like a lapatai. Anybody can tell me what a lapatai is? Anybody? Nobody? Anybody ever see a leech? Anybody ever see a leech? Put up your hand so I will know. Only living in the countryside. Only never walk in rice land and pay feel and wait one day here. New generation. A leech looks like a snail but does not have a shell. In agricultural terms, let us call them slugs. Anybody ever see a slug? Not the slug we used to pick up from them here in the ground. Thank you. So it looks like a snail without a shell. And the leech has the ability to hold on to whatever animal or human being skin, and through the skin, through the pores of the skin, the leech will suck blood. We will think that's a bad thing. But I'll tell you something, the leech is one of the most fascinating, most friendliest creatures God has ever created. In England, the leech has been used for people with psoriasis in the treatment. Right? You know what psoriasis is, right? When you have a skin, there's a fungus of the skin. So what the leech does, it sucks through the pores of the skin, the dead cells, and the saliva from the leech causes the body to rejuvenate itself into creating new cells in a rapid. So that's what this leech does for us. But the leech has the ability to hold on to that surface. You can't shake him off. In order to get rid of the leech, you have to take something sharp and pry it off. When did you ever see a leech? Remember? Long time when we walked in the rice land. I grew up in the rice land. I don't look so old. Yeah, I grew up in the rice land. You did like you said, so you grew up in the rice land. Yeah, in front of the red. So, leech. So, Tulsidas is using the analogy of the leech to describe how Shivani held on to Sri Ram's feet, not wanting to let go. Lapatai means leech. Not wanting to let go. Do you hold on to God like that? Do you hold on to God like that? Not wanting to let go no matter how challenging life becomes? No, we are ready to let go the minute we question our faith. The minute somebody insults us and we feel that we are slighted, we let go. Just as how the minute the Guru will come and admonish you for something that you did wrong, instead of you taking the correction, you're ready to leave the Guru by the wayside and go. Because you feel you're a big man and big woman and he shouldn't talk to you so. We didn't think that the Guru is telling us for our own good the things that he said. But our ego causes us to react that way. And you know how much time I talk about this ego, right? You realize how much time I use the word ego? Because that's what we do. That ego, E-G-O, a three-letter word, could destroy our entire life. One three-letter word, like ego. H-E-H-G, God, O, out. We H God out of our lives. We push him out of our lives. That's what the ego does. Shivani held on to Sri Ram. And she took Sri Ram eventually to the Kutya. She gave him water, she washed his feet, she gave him a beautiful asan to sit. Beautiful. Puni Sundar asan. Puni Sundar asan. And you know what the asan was? A slab of stone that was decorated with some petals and flowers. Puni Sundar asan. Not like the seats like what Patsy said about you understand? Padded chairs and wheels. Nice singhasan even. But Puni Sundar asan. For Sri Ram, that was the most beautiful scene. And when she gave food, Kandamool of help, three kind of food. Food that comes from the tree, help. Kand, food that comes from under the ground, from provision. Mool, food that comes from the vines that are on the surface of the ground. So three kind of food. Ground provision, food that comes from on the surface of the ground, like watermelon and chicken. Right? And food that comes from the branches of the tree. Sa, rasa ati, rasa, the sweetest fruit. How are you going to know food sweet? Anybody? How are you going to know food sweet? Taste it, right? Okay? Because today you have green apple, you have red apple. You can't see the red apple ripe and the green apple green, right? Right? Now, how much color grapes do you have for it? So I don't know which one's sweet. Taste it. I'm going to tell you now, look at what taste the fruits that you're left eating for Pansade. I'm just throwing an example. What it meant is that Shivari was only offering the best that she could have had for Some of us offer the things that we wouldn't want for ourselves. We have offer the fruits that we wouldn't want for ourselves. You know, the black fig, we will put it in the carrier, the nice yellow fig, we put that to it. Sarasati, sweetest. What is the sweetness? The sweetness is not in the taste. The sweetness is in the giving. You all understand this? The sweetness is not in the taste, but the sweetness is rather in the act of giving. How you give. Giving in charity, you give. How you give. What attitude you give. Some of you just give charity in order to get a tax write-off. Some of you just give charity because we genuinely want to help you. It's how you give. But in the final chopan, let us listen. Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Adhamate Adhamaya Shri Ram Ragupati Suno, Ragupati Suno, Ragupati, Jati Bhakti Kule Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Shri Ram Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Shivani begins to pray and she says, God, Bhagwan, I don't know where to start. I don't know mantra. I don't know Brahman. I don't know anything. I don't know how to pray. I don't know any rituals. I don't know nothing. All I know is you. We feel we know. We feel we know because we know the mantra, we know the pratna, we know this, we know that. And we feel we know. But sometimes we only know it through the singers. We like the parrot. We parrot it. But it comes from here. Seldom will the prayer come from here. Am I right? So when you give God lip service, He will give you back to the lip service. You're not telling God does only give you that which you give. What you give, that you get in return. So sometimes we just want to study about how nicely sung in. From here. We just want to know how nice we sung in on the PA system, how nice we sung in, how entertaining we are, how people like how we singing and how people like how we sung in. And we pay so much attention to that. And we sing the bhajan and I even sing one mention and prayer from the bhajan. It didn't come from the heart. Understand? So it's not what you know. It's how you apply what you know. You all agree with that? It's not how much you know, it's how you apply the little that you know. Shivari didn't know no mantra. All she was saying. Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. That's all she was saying. And that was powerful enough to melt the heart of Shri Ram to come to her. That was powerful enough to attract Shri Ram. But how much you know is what you do with what you know. That's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing something, wisdom is knowing how to use what you know. Some of we have plenty knowledge and we strip it back, we don't know how to use it. Look at them fellas in parliament. Prime example. Know plenty and yet they know nothing. Yeah, like that. So it's not so much how much you know, my friends, but it's how you apply what you know. Be simple, but be dedicated. Be simple, but be devoted. Don't try to impress the masses. Don't try to impress people around you. The best prayer is said in silence. The best, most effective prayer is said in the silent moment that you will have with yourself. Not in the big judgments, not in the big prayers, not in the big functions. Big function, you're doing that more for sure. To impress people. Many times. Not all of us. Some of us will be very dedicated, very devotional, very spiritual, very honest in what we do. But there are many of us who do things to impress. Many of us do things to make people feel we know. To show off our own knowledge, to show off our own abilities and our own talents. See this one that's called Dave. If I do this for Dave, right? Dave will sing for soup, not for shoe. I will sing with heart content. If you give me a chance to sing whole night tonight, I sing. But me singing for all you, I'm singing for God. You understand? When I get a chance to sing, my heart is swelled because I get a chance. That's all I want. One day I had a dream, and I dreamt my 2 feet was cut off. I had a dream. You see, I'm diabetic, right? So I suffer from diabetic neuropathy. I have a lot of issues with my legs in terms of circulation. And sometimes I feel like the legs I have is not right. Because I feel like I really have something against it when it's happening. And one night I had a dream when I got up, and a feeling from my leg because I dreamt that it was cut off. Literally, it was that. And I get up and I practically feel it from my leg. And then when I catch myself, I say, God, if I tell you when you take my leg and if you take my mouth, I will can't see you. I said, look at the leg. If you had a choice between your leg and your mouth, which one you would do? So Shivari was disrupted in her prayer by Sri Ram. And he said, Harmony, bus. Harmony. Harmony means most beautiful woman. Shivari, old, no beauty, no hair on she head, no teeth in she mouth, everything wrinkled up, pain, bossy back, all kind of thing. And he called it she what? Harmony. What is the beauty? The beauty wasn't the physical beauty, the beauty was the beauty from within her heart. Her heart, her devotion, her dedication. Beauty. As I told you the last day. Look into the mirror, the girlfriend, and see if you like the person you see. And if you don't like the person you see in the mirror, then you have a problem. You have a problem, right? I bet one of you look at yourself in the mirror. And one of you look at yourself in the mirror? Huh? Except them for us who shave their head, then they have to look in the mirror to see what they did. All of you have to look at the mirror. And when you look at the mirror, did you like the person you see in the mirror? Yes or no? Huh? Like, well, yeah, sure. Answer no. All you like the person you see in the mirror? But if only you like the person only see in the mirror, nobody will like that person for you. It has to start from inside. Within. You must be satisfied with who you are. You must be contented with who you are. If you cannot achieve that, then we have a problem. We need to find a solution to that problem. Alright? So look at the inside and try to find the harmony, the beauty from within. And then you will be like Shiva. God will look at you. If you can't find beauty in you, God will see the beauty in you. You have to show that beauty from within. Expose that beauty from within for God. And let God be magnetized to us. Bole Siyam Ramchandra Bhagavan ki. So we will do one bhajan. And that bhajan will also be over. Everybody will join with me. Premamurita Manisikav Rama 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 Shri Rama Rama Mata Pita Ram Ram Sri Ram. If you didn't do anything good for yourself tonight, you did just that one. If nothing in the Qatar you take with you tonight, at least you take in the Qatar. Always learn to appreciate the little things in life. Don't look for the big things. Don't judge your life's achievement by the big things. Think about the little things. Be thankful for each little step that you make. So you want to give a chance. Let's this month together. Everybody, put your voices together. Swami Mama Tattva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Ramna Ramna Ramna. Yही शक्ति Situam everybody. So there's a reason why I don't do Jai Jaikar in a place where someone has died. Jai Jaikar refers to reciting victory to the God, with Lord, right? In this place, not because we are super, but because we are in a period of mourning, right? I defer from the Jai Jaikar, instead I say Om Shanti, Om Sankati. May God provide that strength and that energy that will help us to get over the period of grief that we have. Alright? So sit around everybody. God bless you. Thank you for having me tonight. We are on Sunday. Right? So I'll be back on Sunday. If you think that my satsang is goodbye listening, I hope to see you on Sunday. Sit around.
Hello, everybody. On behalf of the family, we would like to thank Father Dave for blessing us with his knowledge tonight. And we hope to see you guys tomorrow night again. And thanks for coming out and like refreshment. Please stay around.